just have to do a better job on the defensive end. Just basically, just make shots. Work on us. Work on free throws. Work on different things that's gonna, help us. In games like this.
We just need to come out and play hard. I mean, we're not coming out and jumping on them like Michigan State teams do.
But that's one of the things about the Big Ten. You got a tough game coming right back up every other night.
Well, any team in the Big Ten is, it's always going to give us their best shot.
Well, to have 400 games at Breslin and to be a part of every one of them is something special for me. I shared some of those with Judd Heathcote and the great job he did here, especially when we opened this building and won a Big Ten championship. It makes you kind of reminisce back to all the great happenings that this place had, the banners.
I've been coming to games here ever since I was little, from watching old high school basketball to, now playing in games now. So, Breslin Center has a lot of history, and that's what's great about it.
Obviously, one of my more fondest memories of the place was when I was able to hit the shot against Purdue in 1990 for Big Ten championship.
Picked up by Scheffler, up for grabs. Stevens comes away with it. Stevens, slam!
And here was after the steal, here was the play by Stevens.
Oh, Breslin is a very special place, It's a very special place. I came here as a high school recruit, and one of the biggest reasons I did decide to come to Michigan State, obviously the coaching staff, Coach Izzo, the university as a whole, but this arena to play every single home college game in was an unbelievable opportunity and experience. The Izzone, the fans were unbelievable, and just helped create a great home court advantage over the years.
Well, I remember my first time being in the Breslin Center when my brother was playing, and I couldn't believe how loud it was. And as I traveled to the Big Ten as a player and also a coach, there wasn't a place that was ever, and there isn't a place that's ever been more exciting and loud than the Breslin Center.
For me, on a personal level, there's been so many great memories. I can't even remember which one I would have to put at the top.
As a player, I remember us clinching Big Ten championship and students storming the floor and all of us players kind of jumping over the scores table. That was kind of neat. And just think about some of the different things that have gone on. As a coach, I think some of my more memorable moments have been some of the senior days, when Draymond had his senior day, or when Allen and KT and Timbo and Chris Hill had their senior day. Raymond Morgan's senior day. I think those are the things that I remember most about Breslin and as a player and a coach.
Just a lot of great memories, the fans, everything else.
Boy, if I had to name just one, it would be. I just couldn't. I don't think I could do it.
Well, over the years, the environment has changed at Breslin as we changed the bleachers a little bit. We grew the student section to the whole lower bowl almost. And, I think just people have had it's been a tougher ticket. And so with that comes more enthusiasm, but it also comes more pressure on coaches. But I think all in all, watching people file in and watching the new scoreboard go up and watching the new ribbons go on and watching the new lights go up, I mean, everything they've done has just brought more class to a pretty classy place.
I think that they've done an unbelievable job in keeping Breslin looking up to date and looking fresh. And I think it's still one of the the best atmospheres and buildings in the conference. You know, when you talk to any of the other coaches, they say their players always look forward to coming to play at Breslin.
The environment is great, you know, just the fans, they just get into it, you know, every game, no matter if it's a big game or a small game, they always get into it. And you know, I think it makes us play better when we got the fans behind us.
Our fan base is what makes a difference. I mean, you could have the best arena in the world, but if there's nobody in there and they're not loud, it's not going to help you. But the iZone definitely brings it every day, and we got some faithful fans that come in and bring a lot of energy for us.
Just a great place to play. You know, everybody talks about how tough it is to come in here and play us and to come in here and get a win. And, you know, that's a great attribute to our fans and our administration and what they do to make us game ready.
But maybe the people that deserve as much credit as any are the people that run this building, because having that many games and events in it, I think they've done an incredible job of keeping it up over the years, and it still looks like a pretty special place.
We spent a lot of time here when I was on another coaching staff, watching the way the business side of the Breslin Center runs, and this is a first-class organization, a great group of people, and then, you know, experiencing on the inside, it hasn't changed. I mean, just a great group of people, the way the place is run, the operation, everyday operation, it's impressive. And then obviously still holds true, the fan base, the students. When you get a game inside the Breslin Center, there's nothing like it.
I don't think it's changed a ton. I mean, the iZone has been great. It's as good as it's ever been. You know, it creates one of the best home court advantages, not only in the Big Ten, but in the country. So I love coming back to games now and feeling that energy and that atmosphere. And I miss playing in front of it, Spartan Nation and the iZone every night. So a lot of great memories during my career here.
I still think we have one of the more special environments because it was made strictly for basketball, and the way it's cut into the corners and everything, people are right on top of you, and they kept the Jenison atmosphere, and that's what they wanted to do when they built it. And I think I was here when it was built, and I was here 400 games later. Is pretty special.
We feel a lot better. It's good to actually get back in the swing of things as far as class and everything. Guys were focusing, and we're ready for a big win. I mean, kind of having our players only practice is really, our energy's been a lot better since then, and hopefully this is one of the turning points in our season where having that really propels us.
This is a big stretch of games coming up for Michigan State.
I'm asking you, Matt Horn, to go 200 miles an hour.
And tonight in East Lansing, Michigan, the Michigan State Spartans host the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Tip is up and controlled by Schilling. Here comes MSU.
What a start! Brandon Dawson exploding to the rim.
Back in the middle. What a block by Dawson.
Now Trice going to work. Nice dish down low to Schilling. Beautiful offense. Newbill on the attack again, and DJ Newbill brings Penn State within one. That's what he can do for you. Valentine, and the tip up and in from Dawson.
A nice job by Brandon Dawson on the offensive glass. Michigan State's found something there against the Nittany Lions.
Trice with the lob. Oh my! Gavin Schilling, one hand
it was good that the big men did well in that first half, scoring 22 of the 30 points that Michigan State scored, but we've got to find a way to get some of the guards going.
To start the second half, and they go right to Valentine for the two. Now Garner launching the three, and Garner hits the three. Penn State within one. Look to Schilling, slips right by. Gino Thornton flushes it home.
Newbill in the wing to Taylor. Shot clock at 7. And the exchange from Taylor to Newbill does not work. Goes out of bounds, and MSU gets it back. Here comes Michigan State for 3, Forbes. Yes, he got it! Valentine out front with the basketball. Bullet pass down low. Costello reverses. Good! He got right around Taylor for the bucket.
Well, Penn State played man-to-man, and they were switching everything, and Costello got loose. Great pass by Valentine.
Michigan State 61, Penn State 56. Newbill. Block. His shot in the paint is blocked by Dawson. Out to Trice. Up and in. That could be the sealer. What a defensive play by Brandon Dawson to set it all off.
It's been the defense of Dawson against Newbill, and what a block by Brandon.
And MSU has found a way to win it.
They can beat you in so many different ways.
The final from East Lansing, Michigan State 66, Penn State 60.
Woo, got one, Jay.
Graduating from college is something that we sometimes take for granted. You know, we don't realize that when you go to a major college like this, the average grade point coming in now is a 3.6, and test scores are off the charts. And a lot of athletes, you know, don't come in. They come in under the radar in that respect. And to keep up with the bell curve that there is, you got to work harder.
BJ has worked extremely hard through his 4 years, and this is his last semester as he'll be graduating in May. He is fortunate that he, through the summer class, by taking summer classes, he's been able to work ahead, and he only has really 2 classes left for his degree.
It's just basically start out in the summer, you know, just taking, you know, summer classes and, you know, just being on top of, you know, every class, you know, getting, you know, just good grades and, you know, maintaining that grade. So just basically, you know, just taking care of business in the summertime.
He's worked hard, and it's kind of, it's paying off now. So he'll have a little bit more time to, you know, be in the gym, do what he wants to do. You know, he can get his classwork done out of the way. And then again, it does help. You miss more class this semester than you do in the fall, so he will miss less class because he's in less courses. And come May, when he's walking across the stage, it'll be just a great accomplishment. I know that was one thing he has always talked about is, you know, I want to get my degree, I'm finishing this out. And you can just see that in how hard he's worked over the past, you know, 3 or 4 years that he's been here.
I know his mother is going to be excited, but you know, his basketball, if he can stay healthy, is coming too. I mean, it's like we've watched this kid grow up. Maybe not a great student when he started to taking care of his business like you're supposed to. You've watched him mature in that area. You watched him go through some very tough injuries, and yet growing now, he's averaging almost a double-double. And you know, I think the best basketball and the best part of Brandon Dawson is yet to come.
You know, he can kind of take care of his business in the classroom, but then have some more time, you know, even after the season's over, when, you know, hopefully he will be drafted and, you know, in the NBA or play professionally. You know, he'll have his stuff taken care of, and, you know, he can devote that time without missing classes.
You know, just having 2 classes where, you know, I really don't have to worry about, you know, too much, you know, just worried about school, but you know, it just feels good. It gives you more time, you know, come in and, you know, focus on basketball more. Not saying that, you know, school's important, but, you know, having 2 classes means that, you know, I just basically, you know, just took care of business.
You know, BJ, we always talked about it. Like, if you do what you need to do over the course of the years, each semester, this will be you. I think he saw that. He liked, you know, AP was able to spend some time little bit more time at the end of the year training on his basketball and working on his skills that way without having to miss class. And I mean, BJ will be right there too.
Keith and Adrian, AP, and Day-Day, just seeing those guys, just take care of business. They put, they put their all in this program, and school was important to them, and getting their degree, Walker State was important too. So just to see those guys, just take care of their business, and just handle things off the court, definitely inspired me to do the same.
They kind of understand as they grow how important your education is, and to see a guy walk across the stage on that day is, in some ways, is bigger than watching them walk into a Final Four, because they probably had a better chance of being successful and getting to a Final Four than they did of graduating when they started.
I think it just goes along with being here at Michigan State. I mean, that's one of the things they do is they get guys to the NBA, and they also get guys to graduate. So hopefully we're able to do both of those things.
In my entire career here, I don't think I've ever missed a kid graduating from my program, because I know how special it is. I know what an accomplishment it is. And to know that Brandon and Trav are going to walk this year, a coach takes a lot of pride in that. He really does. And I think all across the country, especially for those had to work maybe even harder on their academics than they did their basketball to accomplish that goal.
I'm excited and proud of him. Just all the things he's had to overcome, and for him to be able to make it and to be able to graduate when I know some people might have thought he wasn't going to make it, but it just means a lot.
Not just for me, but my family, coaches, and really everyone in Gary. Just the younger kids, and just to show them how someone like myself coming from a place like that, making an accomplishment, and just graduating and getting my degree. So it would be special for myself and for my family.
Everybody matures a little later than others or earlier than others. Some people go through life and never accomplish the things that Brandon Dawson has. And if you look at where he came from, where he started, and what he's doing, I just hope he finishes out these last 15, 14 games with a bang, because I think he's still got some special things ahead of him, not only in graduating, and I will be at that graduation, but also in his basketball life. So a lot of good things ahead for Brandon.
Well, it's one of the longer flights, and we've got a time change, and you always, as a coach, worry about that. But I think what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to make sure that we get in the gym tonight. I'm not sure about tomorrow, but get in the gym tonight, get a feel for the new arena.
It's going to be an incredible environment there tomorrow afternoon against Nebraska. In their old building, it was an incredible environment, and I wouldn't, I would venture to think that it wouldn't change. It's probably, from what I understand and talking to other coaches in the league, it's even a more incredible environment. But it's a big game, especially the way the league is aligning right now, and there's the log jam for the conference title, and every game, every possession means a ton to everybody's team, and that's what the Big Ten is all about.
We're in Lincoln, Nebraska, for the Pinnacle Bank Arena for the first time ever. And it's early in the season in the Big Ten, but nonetheless, every game now becomes major, because it's quite apparent as we go through this Big Ten season, except for maybe Wisconsin, there's not a day you can't win, there's not a day you can't lose.
Trice picks up his dribble, 5 to shoot. Forcing one up his best, and he knocks it down with the shot clock about to expire. Shields steps back and hits a three. Sloppy start for Michigan State overall. They've got 5 turnovers. Nice find underneath, and the reverse is good for Brandon Dawson.
That's how Dawson dominates a game.
Down the lane he goes, floaters up, and it's in by Denzel Valentine. 3 on the shot clock. The Cornhuskers fire and Pettaway drains it. He's got 8. Can't leave him open. Nebraska with the lead. Now going down in transition. Trice looking for the foul. Didn't get it. Missed the shot. Pettaway rebounds. Back becomes Nebraska. Another 3 by Pettaway. And all of a sudden, a 2-point game is not a 2-point game anymore. Anything that could go well did for Nebraska. Michigan State extending the defense. 1:21 to go. And there's a steal down to Trice. Head fake, bank shot, good.
Offensively, they've really come back in this game, and the defense got a little better, but unfortunately, there's not a lot of time left in this game.
Down to Valentine. To Trice. Here comes a 3 ball. He got it! And he's fouled, I think. He's fouled.
Yeah, they're going to say Ty Webster hit him on the hand. I did see contact.
2.2 seconds ago, and Nebraska has the ball at the baseline to throw it in. Here comes Shields. He's running the baseline. He's looking, and he can't get it in. Finally goes down court. Forbes has it. He has it. And he does not get the shot off. He got it to Valentine, but there just wasn't enough time left.
We definitely got to put it behind us and move forward if we want to, continue to have a successful season.